to inputs. He's been very dismissive of everything I have said. I don't understand why he's so hostile. The fact is, he's using carbonate calculations. If you use hydroxide calculations, you will get what IEA is saying, because hydroxide yields are far higher in terms of the per dollar output than carbonate. So these kind of things where rather than take your time to engage civil society properly and benefit from the the benefits of their diverse opinions, etc., I don't think it's sound. He said they're totally wrong and things like that. Meanwhile, he has not taken the benefit of understanding the full value chain dynamics, the different outputs that you can get from spodumene, etc. Our lithium that we are currently producing is spodumene. With spodumene carbonation, yes, you get the numbers that he's going. If you move towards hydroxide and some of the more fancy battery grade outputs that are now on the market, you can get exactly those very large numbers. Of course,
but he's referring to inaccurate figures on the part of the IEA.
That it depends on the way you configure the value chain, what you get from the spodumene eventually. It's not always that you get only lithium carbonate from the spodumene. You can get different things from the spodumene, as well as the fact that you can go all the way to lithium ion batteries. So if they say that if we do value chain integration, we can get those very large numbers they are saying, they are not necessarily wrong. The argument you may make is that we may not have the infrastructure in this country to produce, say, lithium ion batteries, or to produce lithium hydroxide, or some of these other more high value outputs. It takes a lot of electricity, for instance, to produce even carbonate. And this country is not very well known for its electricity infrastructure these days. The cost of electricity is very high. So there are a lot of analysis that can be performed. My key point is that he cannot say what IEA said is wrong simply by saying that the numbers based on his value chain analysis is wrong, because it depends on what outputs they are using in the end of the value chain and the beginning of the value chain. That's point one. Point two, his conduct does not suggest being receptive to inputs.
Okay, we have the opportunity of a fuller picture. We have the opportunity of a fuller picture. Where
the last point. The last point is that the government is making these commitments based on a green mining policy, which has not received input from the public, from civil society, from stakeholders. So why did they wait? We've had about 12 years to do this. The Piedmont and Barari and Atlantic Lithium alone have been doing this for 6 years.
All right.
So we've had 6 years when they've had prospective licenses. Why did we wait till August before we had the green mining policy? And then to base a contract on that, when they themselves recognize that for green minerals, our existing legal regime is not adequate.
All right.
We needed a new regime to address this. So there's a lot to say.
Yeah.